AutoCAD. लैब 4 है हमारी आज, लैब 4 ओपन कर लें। ये लैब 4 ठीक है। तो आज का है टू डिस्क्राइब द बेसिक कमांड्स। तो डायमेंशन है ना, डायमेंशन डिटेल में हमने देखनी है, डायमेंशन के जितने भी ऑप्शन है ठीक है। इसको क्लिक करते हैं तो विजियो में अगर आप देखें तो ये देखें आपको डायमेंशन के अंदर ये सारी डायमेंशन नजर आ रही है ठीक है। इसमें कुछ उसमें नहीं है पुराने वाले में, तो आप ओ फार्नर तो नहीं है इधर, ओ हेलो okay. So today we are going to start, we will start lab 4 okay. So lab 4 is about dimensions and we will discuss dimension in detail. So in the dimensions all the options in newer version you will see, we will see one by one, and the older version has fewer options as compared to the new. So you will use accordingly which version you are using okay. So let's start. So first of all, for example, in the dimensions we want to draw something. First we will draw the line, for example okay. So you can do everything using the command window also, but we will not use command window, just to quickly go through all the dimensions options and all the types of dimensions, and we will just use mouse okay. So click on line and just draw any random line, for example here any random line okay, and press escape. The line is drawn. Done? Who have done? Very good. And then now you will dimension it. Click on dimension and click on linear and just please make sure that your O snap is on, so that the end points you will take help from it will show it will highlight the end points okay. If O snap is on, for example here you can see for example here if O snap is not on, here O snap is on, so you see the boxes, when you will move the cursor to the end point, the box will appear. It will help you that you are exactly at the end point. Otherwise, if you will again off these O snap, for example, O snap is off, now is off. It takes time, okay? It's slow. So now you will see, you will place mouse in the end of the line, but no option, no box appearing, okay? So it means now you will maybe you will have the error, okay? So make sure that O snap is on. Now you will dimension it. So please in the dimension, just click linear and just click end point, one end point of the line, then second end point, and then place the dimension. Just no, this is what, oh no, cross in the dimension, just you can see here होगी, हाँ बस ठीक, इस दरमियान में ले, ये दरमियान में ये देखें इसको, you want to put it mid, just use the mouse okay, mouse and wheel okay, you will use okay. You can place it anywhere. For example, I want to place it in the center. How to place in center? Like this. Now it is center. You want to magnify like this. Okay. Now dimension is placed, but it's very small size. So we want to change the size, text size only. So how to change the text style? Go in dimension and then dimension style. This window will appear. This window will appear. Okay. And just close it again and write in the command window D. Just D and press enter. Again, this window will appear. Okay. Like this okay. So now in this window, just you can also create new one. For example, you can modify this one standard, or you can create your own style. For example, new, I will say new, and my style. For example, I will write my style okay, my style, for example style, style, my style 1 for example, and continue okay. When you will continue, then another window will appear, and all the detailed options you can modify this here okay, in this window, but we are only doing the two only at this time. So first one is text. By default, text is okay. Click text box is opened. You can see here there are multiple options: symbols, lines, and text. Okay. So we are here in text, and then we will use the arrows. Okay. Text. In the text, you can see here the text height. Only we want to change the text height. It is 0.18. We want to change it to 0.5. For example, 0.5. 0.5. Okay. 0.5. And not 2 points. Yeah, only one is 0.5. Now go to arrow, symbols and arrow, and again arrow size is 0.5. Only we want to change these two parameters at this. Yes, here you can see. Yes, go अब देखिए इसके अंदर माई स्टाइल में आप जाए, यू विल गो इन माई स्टाइल and modify. Now you will click modify because already it's no modify, and you will see it is 0.5 arrow symbols and arrow. Here the option is arrow size, that is 0.5, and then go to text window and you can see here the text height is 0.5. We want to change the height. Got it? Got it? Okay, and then now keep it in mind. This default drawing style is, you can say dimension style is standard. Now you will click my style one or your style and set current. Set current. Keep it in mind. Otherwise, it will not set to current. Okay. Now it is my style is selected. Now close it. Close it. Now if you will draw new line, for example, just delete this dimension and again dimension, linear dimension, and then go here and just dimension it. You will see the dimension is changed to new one. So now again okay, 0.5 is still you can see, you can also again change. Okay, it depends how zoom you have, maybe zoom in and zoom out you can change. So this one is done. Anyone? Okay, very good. Chal next. अच्छा नेक्स्ट है हमारा जनाब, क्या है बोला, अच्छा अगला स्टाइल, यस next just you can move it to another to the side of the window so that you can draw another drawing. Okay, so I will put it here for example, and also you can move, for example, control A and move, for example, I want to move it from here to here, for example, like this. You can move and now go with the help of line you will draw the right triangle, for example, right triangle. Okay, not right triangle, you will draw, for example, you will draw like this. This type of dimension, just you will draw. Okay, and you will just ये इसको क्या कहते हैं, अच्छा इसको you will switch on ortho. Okay, just ortho for 90-degree lines. You will just switch on ortho because we are using just a mouse and click line and then just draw like this. This one, then this one, then this one, then here, and then you can like this here and then here. That's good. So this what's the name of this shape? Stair, huh? Stair. Okay, so done. Okay, now you feel this hatch command already done, we already done in previous lecture. Hatch, and then click it here and just color it. For example, you color it where is color? Red. Okay, red and shape different. You can change the shape, for example, here. Okay, this is the shape, and okay, escape. Okay, so this is the दरमियान में enter यस स्वैच भी, हाँ ये चेंज करें, हाँ चलें ये ठीक है, ये कर दें, जस्ट गो बॉटम लेफ्ट किया ये, अच्छा ये कुछ ही नहीं है, ठीक बस ठीक हो गया. ओके, ये हो गया, ठीक है. इस तरह यू कैन चेंज द कलर एवरीथिंग. नाउ यू विल डायमेंशन इट and other just draw another right triangle. Okay, just use the line command and then go here, for example, like this. Right triangle, one is right angle, then switch off ortho and then combine the last hypotenuse line. Okay, hypotenuse. So switch off yes, switch off O snap, because hypotenuse you cannot draw with active O snap. Okay, so this right triangle is drawn. Now you will go to the dimension and linear, you can see, you can dimension perpendicular, you can dimension, also you can use quick dimension. Quick dimension also here. Just quick dimension is also, you can just select the line and right click or press enter and then place the dimension. Yes, you use the quick dimension. This we have dimension perpendicular by using the linear command, linear dimension. Now we'll use the quick dimension. Just see the difference. What's the difference? No need to in the quick dimension, no need to click the end points of the line. Just click the line and dimension will be placed. Quick dimension, this box will appear, cursor will convert it, and then just select that line and press enter. And then just place the line near the you can dimension near the line and left click from the okay, left click. So dimension is placed. This is the quick dimension. Okay, you can use this one. Hypotenuse, and you will see here if you will place the hypotenuse parallel to perpendicular, it will show the length of the perpendicular, not the hypotenuse. And similarly, if you will place this like this, like parallel to base or x-axis, you will see it is showing the length of the base, not the hypotenuse. So it means linear dimension cannot be used to dimension the hypotenuse. Got my point or not? So with the help of linear dimension, you can only dimension perpendicular base. And if you want to try, if you will try to dimension the hypotenuse with the help of linear dimension, hypotenuse will not be dimension. It will show perpendicular length or the base length. You can try. Okay. So it means to solve this problem, we will use the align dimension. Okay. So just click on the align dimension and then just dimension the hypotenuse. You will see it will be parallel to hypotenuse. So the length of the hypotenuse, the actual length of the hypotenuse, you can use the align dimension. Got my point? Good. So align dimension is done. Okay. Now next one is arc length. Okay, arc length. For arc length, you have to draw the arc. Okay. So for example, arc in the dimension you can see arc. There is arc. Yes. Here there is arc. Sorry, draw. In the draw, which we have used last time. In draw, there is arc. Okay. In arc, there are many arcs which I already discussed each type of the arc in one lecture, in previous lecture. But today we'll use only one simple arc. For example, start, center, and end. For example, okay. So click it. First point, second point, and end point. Just you can see. You can just place the arc, whatever length you want. Okay, click it. You can also specify the length of the arc with the help of command window, but here we are just using estimates, just assumptions. Okay. So this arc is drawn. Very good. Very good. Now in the dimension, just go to the arc length and just click the arc and just place the dimension nearby. So now arc is dimension. Arc is dimension. Okay. कौन सा? हाँ, ये dimension जरा इनको दोबारा repeat करना. ये delete करें. Just delete it. अच्छा, हाँ, दोबारा करें. Just click on the arc length. Just click the arc and just put the dimension here. You can see, yeah, like this. So just click the length. You can place dimension inside or outside the arc. It depends. Done. आप ये ना इसका साइज करना. You have to in the dimension, style, modify. दो कर दें. ज़्यादा नहीं हो जाएगा. अब नया चेंज होगा मेरे ख्याल में. बड़ा हुआ. अब 2-3 करें. Next one is, for now we'll go, just move this to. Now we want to do the ordinates. Okay, ordinates. For ordinates, just yes, no, very good. Okay, no ordinate, just draw the rectangle, simple rectangle, just like this. You have drawn the rectangle. Okay. Now you will yes, you will click the dimension and ordinate. Okay, ordinate, and just click the corner of the rectangle and put the ordinate parallel to x-axis. and then again ordinate and put that corner, the same corner, and put the ordinate parallel to y-axis. Okay, parallel to y-axis like this, and similarly do for all four corners. Okay, all four corners, for example. And ordinate and same corner and then parallel to x-axis like this, and ordinate like this, and ordinate and parallel to y-axis. This is parallel to y-axis. Okay, anywhere you can place it, it depends, but you can like this. Okay, ordinate. This is parallel to y-axis. Okay, done. Now tell me the ordinate, for example, the first ordinate which is parallel to x-axis. For example, this one. What this ordinate shows? Just anyone if tell me, because I have placed all the ordinates just for your understanding to make it easy.
X coordinate of this point.
This 47.6 are your what is the distance? This distance is from which point? From origin, x distance or y distance? Vertical? Vertical?
X distance.
Vertical or horizontal distance? Very good. ये इनका clear है concept. किधर गए? आपका 7.5. This one is also 47.6. It means this distance, these 2 points has the same distance 47. It means it is actually the vertical distance from here, vertical distance which will be same. Similarly, this vertical distance also 66, same. And this is horizontal distance 95. It means this is from x-axis horizontal distance, and similarly this 147. Okay, you got the point. Okay, now ordinate. The next one is radius. Okay, for the radius, just draw the circle, simple circle. For example, here I will draw the simple circle here, and then just in the dimension click the radius and click the circle and just put radius inside or outside. So this is the radius r 4.35 something, any radius. So you can dimension. Okay, no problem. नहीं वो बहुत चल रहा है, नहीं बहुत चल रहा है, छोड़े ना करें क्या बोलेगा वैसे तो वो जूम का हमारे पास है ना ऑप्शन, क्या था बाकी किधर गई वो बाकी ड्राइंग काम हो गया. अच्छा ऑल जूम वो क्या था कमांड, which one command we are using to show all the drawings which we have drawn? That zoom all zoom or what we have mentioned last time? There is a command, just a command थी कि हमने अगर आपकी ड्राइंग गुम हो जाए, if your drawing is not showing in the command window, in the drawing window, so you will put the command zoom. I think so. Yeah. No control Z तो zoom all. Pen in the command window. Very good. Pen लिखो यार, pen लिखो. Pen लिखो, pen. Yes, you can use write the pen, enter, and hand will appear, and you can just move. Yes, very good. Yeah, roll number क्या? 70. Very good. 15 पानी क्या चीज़ है? अच्छा और इसके बाद next है there was another command, for example zoom. I forgot because I told you last time. Zoom all था I think.
जाएंगे ना, इधर zoom पे क्लिक करेंगे ना, ये जो ये से खुद ही वो ऑब्जेक्ट के ऊपर एडजस्ट हो जाता है, ये वाला AutoCad टीम है जैसा, इससे वो
very good. ये देखें, this one also option zoom. Remember क्या?
52.
Very good. अच्छा here you can zoom, extend, or you can say yeah, zoom all, everything here you can see. These are the windows, and zoom all. If I will write zoom all, for example, zoom all.
Zoom extend जो है ना उससे आता है.
zoom, and then there is all. I will click all, so it will appear. For example, it's like this, zoom all. Yes, zoom all, it will. Yes, zoom all. Okay. If you will get zoom in the command window, then click all or just press enter. Done. Yes, no, mouse is working.
Yes, yes.
Very good. Okay. Just magnify this circle. Okay. No, this is no. Just in the dimension, click the diameter. Okay, first diameter, and click the circle, and just put the diameter inside or outside, and this is the dia, and you can see the dia is double of the radius. Done. Now again, next in the dimension there is a jogged. Just click the jogged and click the circle, and then click the center, and then place the dimension between center between along the arrow between center and the boundary of the circle, anywhere you can place. Yeah, text size must be yeah, those it should not be at the boundary. It will not look very good. Okay, so the text will be in between. Yeah, yes. In the dimension, just click jogged and just click the circle first, and then click the center point. For example, center point. The points where you want to place it. Okay. Yes. Here you can see like this. Okay. Jogged. In the dimension, jogged, and then click the circle, and then center point. Okay. Yeah, you can see, and now you can put this like this. Yes. Then press escape. Just the dimension will be placed. This is actually the radius, but it is the style jogged. Okay. Now next is in the dimension. The next one is angular. Okay. For the angular, we already have the right triangle, and we will find the angles of this right triangle. Okay. So just click in the dimension. In the dimension angular. Okay. And angular, just select the two lines which are making the angle. Okay. So the first line and the second line, and just the angle will be there, and just click left click, and the angle will be placed. Done. Who have done? क्यों क्या? Oh, मेरी शक्ल ही देखी जा रही. ठीक. Now the next again repeating for placing the second angle. Okay. In the dimension, just angular, just click the two lines and then place the angle anywhere. Similarly, 90 angle, just want to confirm that whether it is 90 or not. Angular, this line and this line, and now it is 90. Okay. Now I want to measure the angle outside this right triangle. For example, another angle which is also outside, just click on the angular, just click the two lines, for example these two lines, and place any angle outside. For example, this is 135-degree angle. The extension of the x-axis base, the angle between these 2 points, outside angle, inside angle outside angle क्या कहते हैं? Interior angle or exterior angle. Yeah. Okay, sir. In the dimension, this done. Okay. Angular done. Okay, very good. Achha, next is baseline. Okay. And for the baseline, just go to the this drawing, which is stair drawing. Okay, string drawing. It first you will dimension linear. For example, just click on linear and dimension the first one, only first one. First part of the stair, you will dimension it. Okay, only first one. Then just go to dimension and click the baseline. Click the baseline, and you will see that by default first dimension will be by default, and you can place the second dimension here like this, and press escape. So you see, if you want to draw this, so just put it in the center. It should be साइज शुड बी नो उसको कर लो ना यार, इसको बस ये देखें, इस तरह कर लिया करें ना, ये सबको नजर आए ये बस. नॉइज ओके. और ये सही डायमेंशन भी सही नहीं लगी. ठीक है. डायमेंशन दिस लाइन, इसको फिल किया था पहले हमने. पैच किधर है? Now in the dimension, just linear, and in the linear, just will. This is dimension, okay? Now we will just go to dimension and then baseline, okay? Baseline, and you need to only show the end point of the second line which you want to dimension, okay? So you will see here, click it here or escape. You will see two dimensions are placed, but the distance, for example, these are overlapping. This is an issue. We'll discuss it later. But this space between two dimensions you can change from here, okay? From here, dimension style, just modify, and here there is a different options. The space is also there. We will discuss in the end, okay? So you can change the space, but right now we are not changing. You can just you can is like this, okay? So now you can see the baseline. Baseline mean the baseline, the first dimension. It will take the first line dimension. Is dimension this want to dimension. अच्छा अब हमने next जो है ना next just linear and this one, for example this one just with the help of linear dimension just dimension this part, okay? Now we will use the second part. Second part is continue, okay? Just click continue and you will see it on and just draw the second point. And as in the continue, it is continuing. You can say the head of the first or the end point of the first triangle, it will take as the starting point. But here you will see the starting point of the first dimension. It is taking as the first point. You can see the difference. ये कंटिन्यू में देखें, कंटिन्यू में उसने पहली डिमेंशन के बाद डिस्टेंस शुरू किया है. Just start from the first dimension. When the first dimension ends, the second dimension will start. This is actually the continue command. And in the baseline, you will see the first dimension ends here, but first dimension starts here. The second dimension is starting from the point where first drawing is also starting, okay? So the second drawing will be the starting point of the second drawing will be the starting point of the first drawing. But here, the starting point of the second drawing will be the end point of the first drawing. This is the difference actually. दोबारा ये देखें अब हमने Control Z. Here you can see in the dimension, first you have to draw first dimension, for example this one. Linear, for example this one, we can take this one also, no problem. For example this one, okay? And now we will continue. Continue mean now you can see here. In the continue, you can see it is starting from this point, from this point. End point of the first drawing is the starting point of the second. But here in the baseline, you can see it is taking the total distance, for example, from here to here. But in the continue, only it is taking the distance only the next half. This is the difference actually. If you cannot understand the difference, then again, who have understand this? Only few. Okay, again. Draw the stair, for example, stair. Here, just click the line, ortho must be on, and multiple stairs, just draw multiple stairs, like this, okay? And press escape, and then dimension, linear dimension, and then linear dimension, first, just draw first line, first dimension with the help of linear, okay, done. And now you will draw the other dimensions, okay? And in the dimension, just click on baseline, okay, and just select the other points of the. So here you can see the difference between baseline is just starting from the original point, from the starting point which is fixed. But in the again now we will, for example, we just now another stair, for example, here this is the stair, okay, and escape, and then dimension, linear or quick dimension, Just dimension the first one, and in the dimension, just you will see continue, okay? And in continue, you will see the difference here. Yes, no. Just see the difference that now in continue, it is just the end point of first line, it is the starting point of the second, and then the end point of second is starting point of third. This is actually continue. And in the baseline, you will see the starting point of all four dimensions is the first point. First point of the first dimension. Okay, this is actually baseline. Okay, so baseline is taking the first point, fixed point. That is first one. समझ आएगी नहीं? Got it? Okay. Next. Next is dimension break, dimension space and dimension break. Okay, maybe here dimension space and break not available, but in who are using laptop or latest version, they will definitely have in the dimension option dimension space and dimension break. Okay, so now a dimension space first, for example. So how to draw? First, go to this figure, the stair figure which is filled. Okay, now just the first two dimensions we have done. Similarly, we will draw other dimensions. For example, in the linear, the first dimension will draw, for example, here like this. And in dimension, okay, baseline is okay, baseline, and just click it here. Okay. Now you will see here, you can move it manually like this. You can also move it manually. Now you can see here, the two dimensions are overlapping. In here, the dimension, आप dimension तो कर लेना, dimension तो कर लेना यार, इतनी तो हो जाएगी. किधर की वो shape? Yeah, dimensions are overlapping. This dimension and this dimension and the line of this dimension and the line of this dimension. These are overlapping. So you want to make the break here. Okay, the one line should be broken. So if you will zoom it right now, you will see there is no broken line. These are crossing. So now you will just go to dimension and dimension break. Okay, just click dimension break, and these two dimensions which are crossing, just select one by one. Second one, and now you will zoom. One dimension line will be broken line. Okay, done. Very good. Have done? Have done? Who are using laptop actually? Because this old version don't have option. See, are done? No, very good. Again. So here, just dimension first, okay? Any object you can dimension. Keep it in mind that two dimensions should overlap, okay? One line of each dimension should, for example, here you can see here the one line, this line, and the dimension of the line of this dimension, and the right line, you can say this line. These are overlapping. Okay, so you want to make the dimension break. Break mean first line will be broken. This, for example, line will be broken from here, so that okay. So now in the dimension, just go and Control Z and Control Z. Now you can see here, I am zooming in my laptop. You can see this is not lines are not broken. So I have zoomed. Now I will again go dimension, and then there is a dimension break, and then select the two dimensions. Left click first line dimension, then second dimension. No need, just left click two times, both both lines, and just zoom it. You will see done. One line is broken. So this is actually done or not? Who have done? Who have done? किसी का नहीं हुआ? किसी का नहीं? हाँ, just click करना, just click. Just click on the two dimensional lines which are crossing each other. Just click, left click one, left click second, it will be done. Then just press escape. And you just zoom and who have done any other? Done? Very good. Done? Done? आपका नाम क्या है? Okay. Okay, next. next is in the dimension. The next one is you can see dimension space. Yeah, dimension space is actually, for example, last time we observed that these two dimensions are actually overlapping like this. So you want to make the space, okay? So here I will first overlap it. For example, now these are overlapping, okay? Now a little difference. For example, this one. Now go to dimension space and select the two dimensions which you want to make the difference, okay? Or you want the difference between the two. Press enter. First select the two dimensions, then press enter. And now in the command window, just put the distance. For example, 3, for example, 3, okay? Press enter. हो गया क्योंकि मैंने हो सकता है लाइन हाँ yes you will select first line that will be fixed and the second line will move, okay? So because I selected so it's moving. So Control Z again in the dimension space I will select the lower this one as first so that it should be fixed, and the second one this one, and then press enter and then press for example 3. Now you can see who have done this one. Only this or any other? Very good. नहीं हो गया very good. और किसका हुआ है क्या नहीं है? अच्छा लैपटॉप नहीं है, खैर है. अच्छा ये लैपटॉप में नहीं है इसलिए ये दो ऑप्शन लैपटॉप में नहीं थे, ठीक है ओके. उसमें नहीं थे. अच्छा इसमें पेज ब्रेक के अंदर भी यही था ऑप्शन मेरे ख्याल. वो जो ब्रेक होती है वो जो पहली लाइन है वो ब्रेक होती है या दूसरी होती है?
जो पहली होती है वही ब्रेक होती है, दोनों में इसी तरह. जो पहले सेलेक्ट करेंगे इसमें मैंने किया ये पहली ब्रेक.
अच्छा चलिए दोबारा करते हैं. डायमेंशन ब्रेक I will select the vertical first and then the horizontal. So in the page break, dimension break also the first line which you will select that will be broken line, okay, in the end. Okay, good. Now we'll go next. Next is in the dimension. Next is multi-leader. But here you have the option leader, okay? So leader is just click the multi-leader or leader and just highlight one point. For example, this corner point I want to highlight, okay? And then click the second point and just switch off ortho. OSnap, sorry, OSnap. No, ortho. Just switch off ortho because it's yeah, no dimensions, multi-leader, and then for example this arc I want to show the center of the arc. I want to highlight this is just click the arc, the center of the arc, and just and another point and place it here. For example, I will say that this is the center of arc. Center, write the text center of arc. Yeah, arc center, okay? So it means if you want to show the text and the text is highlighting any object, okay, with the help of arrow, so you can use the leader. Huh? Just click, for example, here you can see in the dimension multi-leader and second point, okay? And when you will click the second point, cursor will appear text cursor and you can write it. This is the corner, object corner, for example, okay? You can say corner. अच्छा हाँ, या इसमें ये है कि स्पेसिफाई नेक्स्ट पॉइंट के बाद एंटर करें. Width, yeah, here something different. So text width, for example, text width is 0 is okay. Then it will say, yeah, first line of text. Now you want to write the text. So just write the text, for example, here. Yeah. So done, okay? So in the old version, the command is something different. You can see here, for example, in the dimension leader, you want to say that this is the circle of radius 18. For example, you want to say, because there are many circles in the drawing and you want to highlight all circles, for example. So you just click the circle and then click it here, press enter. It will say specify the text width. It is 0 is okay by default. And then the line of annotation. Here you can see this is the circle of This is the circle 1. You can say circle 1. Okay, circle 1. Just write in the command window circle 1, for example, circle 1. Just circle 1. Okay, and then press enter. And then press enter. Okay, so this is circle 1 is written on the. So like this, circle 1, this is figure 2, this figure 3, like that. Whatever you want to mention. Okay, so you can use the leader or multi-leader. Okay, and then there is a tolerance. And in the tolerance, you can use the tolerance. Click on tolerance, and here there are different options. For example, you want to, for example, plus minus, for example, I will rate +1, for example, here -1, for example, just write tolerance 2, for example. And similarly, datum +4, -4. Okay, so in this way you can change. And height, for example, height, it has height, any object has height 5, for example, and it's a datum identifier, for example, 2. And okay, so you will see the window will appear, and you can place this window near the object which you want to. You want to show the details of any object regarding the tolerance. So you can write all the points, all the data in the tolerance, and place that window the details of this data. Okay, so in this way you can mention. Then थोड़ा zoom करें, zoom करें. इस तरीके ये कहाँ यूज होगी, ये आगे करेंगे. We will use it later, but just see that window is appearing, the different blocks are appearing, and like that. Okay, and similarly height, you didn't mention height in the tolerance. Just here height, you can mention height also here, and like that. Okay, like this. Okay. Just circle. It's done. Done. Very. क्या पीछे हो गए? Okay. The next one is the next one is tolerance center mark inspection. ये क्या चीज है यार?
ये इधर भी नहीं है.
ये क्या बुलाया? अच्छा यार, inspection available there, but here available. You can use. So for example, select dimension, and I will select the circle. No, select dimension. Okay, not circle. I will select the dimension. Any dimension, just select, which you have already done, and press enter. And now you can round, you can shape round or angular or none, anyone. For example, angular, for example. Okay, click OK, and you will see the dimension. Dimension text is placed in the angular shape, that shape. Done or not? No. Again. Just go in the dimension, and dimension is, there is a inspection, and in inspection first select the dimension. For example, I want to dimension this one dimension, and press enter. Again that window will appear, and you will see there is shape. Just select the shape, round shape, this time round shape. Okay, or none, you can also say none. Okay, round shape. And label, you can also label, for example, ABC. I will just write inspection 100%. Okay, you will see the label is also done. Label, that dimension is within the that, and that dimension is labeled. You can label. Again, third one, just go to dimension, and then just inspection, and select dimension, and then just select that dimension, press enter, and none, for example, none. And inspection rate, for example, write inspection rate, click the box inspection rate, and also click the box label, anything in label. For example, dimension, I will say this is D3. Okay, you will see because I chose none, so box is not appeared, but here D3 and 100% that appeared. Yeah, first select, first go to dimension, just first inspection, and in the inspection window there is the option select dimension. Not? Yeah, now you will select that dimension. Now you will go in the window, any dimension you will select. For example, many dimensions you have done. For example, radius of the circle or the line, stairs, or you have done any one dimension, for example, or more dimensions, 2 dimensions you can also done, for example. I will select 2 dimensions. Yes, 2 dimensions you can select, or as many as you can. Now then press enter. Again that window will appear. Now you will specify shape. For example, shape is round, and the label is, for example, label I will say label D, it has D4, for example, and inspection rate I want to mention that is inspection rate is 90%, for example, 90%. Okay, like that, and press enter. You will see in that dimension D4 is mentioned, 90% mentioned, and this is enclosed within the round shape. You will see the dimension is changed. Done? So, who have done this one? ये dimension आ गई, ठीक है? आप escape करें. अब dimension, just go to dimension. Go to dimension and then inspection. This window select dimension. Now select this dimension, for example. Yes. And also this dimension, for example, as many dimensions as can. Press enter. Now this for example round, you will share round. And label for example D4 and 90%. Right. Okay. So you will see appeared. Okay. So in this way you can done. Yeah. बस 2 मिनट खत्म हो गया सारा. 3 मिनट है ना, बस खत्म हो गया. अच्छा, इंस्पेक्शन के बाद जोग्ड लीनियर. ओके, जोग्ड लीनियर उधर है क्या? नहीं है. जोग्ड लीनियर इधर है हमारे पास. जोग्ड लीनियर में क्या करना है आपने जस्ट क्लिक दी जोग्ड लीनियर हु हैव लैपटॉप्स. जोग्ड लीनियर and then click the dimension, any dimension, just click one dimension, just click. Okay, and then it will say specify jog location, and in that dimension just place near the dimension text, just click again on the line and just zoom it. You will see there is a jog appeared in the dimension. Done or not? Who have done? Very good. ये देखे ना, ये नाम क्या? रीबा ने दिल खुश कर दिया. रोल में क्या है? 48. ये लड़की जो है, इनका आपका नाम क्या है? चले आगे चलते हैं. अच्छा, जोग्ड हो गया, ठीक है. जोग्ड बाकी किसका हुआ है? जोग हु हैव डन जोग. वेरी गुड. ये देखें आपका रोल में क्या है? 4. देखें ना, ये 4 साथ कर दी इसमें और आपने किया इसमें है ही नहीं. अच्छा, है ही कोई ना. Jog done. Again, I will again repeat. No repeat. The time is up. Okay, next one is oblique. Okay, just click on the oblique. Oblique is done. Yeah. Just click on the oblique, and now it will say. Okay, for example, this dimension you will select any dimension. Select. I think so. Not dimension. Yeah. In the dimension, or you will select any dimension, one dimension, for example. Okay, and then press enter. Now it will say enter obliquing angle, for example 45 degree, and press enter. You will see this dimension will be aligned in 45 degree. No, again in the dimension, just for example this stair you have done, just click the dimension of the stair, press enter, and click 50 degree angle, for example. So you will see that line will be. Who have done this? आपको भी हो गया. इसकी नहीं होगी, सर्कल में थोड़ी सी और लाइन करना है. Just click this one, press enter. Now clicking angle 45 degree. Press enter. It's done. Okay. Now the next one. Next one is. Next one is in the dimension. The next code. Align text. Okay. Align text. Just go. Go angle. For example, angle. Okay. Just click angle. Align text. Text. Zoom करें ना कोई इसको थोड़ा zoom करे हाँ बस ये just any text for example angle and just any angle for example here the here this dimension for example they click here specify the angle no for example 45 degree so you see the text is aligned 45 degree any angle for example any dimension you can just click over here then done who have done very good देखें ना आपका रोल नंबर क्या है और किस तरह का हो गया ये देखें ये बार बार कर रहे हैं रोल में क्या है 200 पूरा अच्छा ठीक है आपका रोल में क्या है 36 वेरी गुड और कौन है बस ठीक हो गया अच्छा चले आगे चले अच्छा ये डन डायमेंशन का हो गया डन ये आपका अलाइन टेक्स्ट अब इसी तरह अलाइन टेक्स्ट लेफ्ट करें अलाइन टेक्स्ट लेफ्ट करें फॉर एग्जांपल जस्ट क्लिक ऑन द लाइन टेक्स्ट लेफ्ट एंड देन क्लिक एनी टेक्स्ट in the line for example this one and click that text and you will see that text will be aligned in the left side who have done this very good okay चलिए आगे चले dimension in the dimension align text remaining you can do by yourself dimension style today I will not discuss dimension style and here you can see the dimension style modify and all this window you will do by yourself there are multiple options you will try by yourself okay and then there is a in the dimension there is a override and for override you will see click on override okay and yes if you will click on the override you will see in the command window dimension override enter the dimension variable name if you remember this variable name you can write for example I remember one for example dim txt write dim txt and press enter and here the size is 0.5 by default and I will take it to 1 for example I will write 1 press enter done okay
next dimension के लिए size change होगा
yes for next dimension it will size will be changed for example draw the line and just dimension it size changed or not no थोड़ा बहुत कितने पे आई नहीं txt enter 5 1 okay another way for example in the go to dimension style and here you can write override okay just click override okay it's done the remaining override update we'll do in next session okay done